The United States Air Force launched targeted airstrikes tonight in Syria in response, according to the Pentagon, for some of these many attacks against the U.S. forces on the ground in Syria and on the ground in Iraq. The intent of these is to send a signal to Iran, the Pentagon said, and that if they don't get the message, more may come later. We have to be very, very careful here. Everybody always wants to talk about being tough with Iran. And given the situation that is on the ground here, the last thing the United States needs is to get sucked into another war with Iran. What's going to happen next? Listen to me carefully. I get it that nobody wants to appear weak. All this nonsense everybody says about you can't appeasement. There's no appeasement here. This is not about appeasement. This is about wisdom. This is about intelligent decisions being made to protect American national security interests. And let me just point blank say, if we get sucked into a war because we refuse to withdraw those troops out of there, and all we did was keep them there, and then some get killed, and that's the casus belli to cause us to have to strike further, and that gets us drawn into a war that will be the height of foolishness. It will be a waste of American lives. It will be failing to protect them when they had the chance. And then it's going to now cause us into a wider war where even more people are going to get killed. And we could be at war against Iran, and our interests are not served by that. They do not threaten us at all. They're not going to attack the United States because they're too weak. They're a very weak military power, but they're not without capabilities. And if we attack them, then they do have some limited capacity to hurt us bad in our interest in the region, especially in the Gulf of Hormuz, especially in some of their speedboats that they have. They can do some damage if pushed into it. As long as we don't attack Iran, they will stay deterred. But we need to get those troops out of Iraq and out of Syria so that they're out of harm's way, and that that whole vulnerability to our country goes way, way down. Because if we're not right there in their backyard, they don't have the ability to hit us. So it is time for us to be wise and not just reflexively say, we're going to be hard, we're going to hit these guys, and we have to show strength. We have to show wisdom.